team grow up in Stoudemire. But tell me, what's it like when you see, I mean, 4 Western Illinois guys, there's 40 players and 4 of them are from Western Illinois. What's it like when you see that much, school pride in one game like that? What does it make you feel?
Oh, I feel great about it, Obviously, when you following, your regular team, so many players went to so many different schools, the Miamis, Texas A&M, just so many different schools. But to get on the field and you actually have 4 alumni, on the field at the same time, it's a great feeling. Because it is a smaller program than the bigger schools, but those guys out there representing, our alma mater as well as we are.
And now I know we were talking earlier about when Russ beat Tony Romo in a battle. I mean, is Western Illinois overlooked sometimes? I mean, it seems like you guys don't maybe get as much attention. And look at all these players that are coming up. Were you guys overlooked a little bit as a school?
Yeah, as a school, we definitely overlooked. We may not get the hoop high, like a lot of other schools may do, especially when I was growing up, and playing there. We really didn't get a lot of recognition. One year we took LSU all the way to the 4th quarter in a close game. The same year they won the national championship, but, it was overlooked. But Western recruited some good athletes, and as you can see, to be able to be playing at a professional level, it shows a lot about our school, and it's just great to be a part of it.
And now, do you have is there one game that you think shows what Western could do? I mean, it was the LSU game or beating Romo by 35 points, or was there any game that you thought kind of captured what Western Illinois was about? Or
I mean, that LSU game was huge, and I believe the score was like 13-6. With a few minutes left in the 3rd quarter or something like that, and for them to go ahead and win a national championship that year, and we battled them, to the end, it showed a lot about Western Illinois, their character, the type of guys that they bring on, and like you mentioned, the Tony Romo, going against Tony Romo, that was hyped his senior year, and basically in the playoffs, and we beat them like 40-something to 7. It showed a lot about it too. Like, we may not have the name, the hoopah, the glory, but, we got athletes that come out there and play.
How much do you keep up with the guys? I mean, like a guy like Taylor or Stoudemire, I'm sure, do you talk to them regularly, or is it kind of just like when you see them on the field, you reconnect? Or
Actually, Taylor I've been talking to quite a bit this year. Old Western guys, we always keep in touch, especially guys that I play with. It may not be every day, every week, every month, but, 2-3 months, we may, call each other and see what each other doing. Like Marco Thomas that plays with the Iowa Barnstormers. He's a Western alum. Russ, of course, San Jose. So we spread out across this league, and, obviously if they're playing in this league, we really keep in touch because, you always ask them, how did they do versus this team, or where they're going next year and things like that. So, we keep in touch.
Do you take responsibility, like when you got a younger guy, like a Stoudemire entering the league, he's like 3-4 years younger than you. Do you like call him, like do you give him advice about entering the league and stuff too? Or you've obviously been here longer than some of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, some guys. Stoudemire, not really. He plays DB. When I do talk to him, I kind of try to give him somewhat of a hint of, how receivers think, but don't want to give him too much of an edge because I know I almost play him every year. But like Marco Thomas over there in Iowa, we both was raised up under Coach Ho, in which we basically know the terminology and a lot of routes and angles, but we do discuss those type of things. And even young guys that haven't made it in this league yet, they're still trying. They come to open workouts and stuff like that. I just try to give them advice, especially as a receiver on, this game is about angles, and things like that. I mean, as you can see, James Rowe in San Jose, he's probably 87 years old, but, he can go out there and run a great route and get open, because it's all about angles, it's all about perception of speed, not so much speed all the time.
Final question, did you see it with some of these younger guys? Did you see Stoudemire and Rowe? I mean, Stoudemire, you didn't really see him in practice, but did you see these guys in their talent, or was that something that kind of took you by surprise later on?
Oh, no, I mean, you could definitely see it in the talent. Stoudemire, when I came back to watch Western a few times, he held his own out there, and he deserved to be playing in professional football, which he is. But you can kind of see, that them type of players that's coming up that has that it factor. Taylor was a great kicker for us. I mean, great kicker. He was replacing a legend at Western, and he came in, he did a great job. So it's no shock that they're at this level because they're those type of players that have that it factor.
Hey, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, another great season today, this year. Is this getting too easy for you, second in the league in receiving?
Well, I mean, I work hard. I study the game. Probably like coaches. Because I like to study my opponent. I like to study different routes to see how, I could possibly run them to win versus certain DBs and things like that. So, putting up the numbers, I wanted that 2,000-yard mark this year. I must say that last game I was shooting for it, but, you know, I mean, if you just stay consistent, you just do what made you special, you know, you'll get there every year out. You know, the biggest thing, you know, I thank God for it, you know, staying healthy. You know, if you can stay healthy, you know, you're able to put up numbers like that. And so I'm just blessed to be able to do it.
What kind of mentality do you go into a playoff game? You know, Central Division champions, yet you're on the road. It should be a home game. How do you feel going into that game knowing it's going to be a hostile environment?
You know, well, me personally, I mean, I don't even look at the hostile environment. You know, the only people that's on the field at one time is 8 defensive guys, you know, so therefore the crowd can't do anything to me. They may be able to yell and try to distract me, but once we get in that game, you focus and you have a job at hand. You know, whether we're playing at home, on the road, you know, we've been through a lot of adversity, so just a large crowd. You know, I get excited for big games like that. You know, I like to silence the crowd. You know, when you make a big play and next thing you know, it's dead silence in the arena, you know, you think you did something wrong, but, you know, obviously you shut the crowd up. You know, I look forward to doing that.
Well, we look forward to it. Hopefully you outduel them on the receiving end. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.